Hello Year 9 and welcome to your distance learning lesson for this week. Last time you were looking at the different physical features of the UK, looking at where the highland and lowland areas were, the names of the rivers, names of the seas that surround the UK. So hopefully you got on okay with that. If you have any problems, please do let me know. Alright, so what we're going to talk about now is we're going to start looking more in detail at the coast. So this is the first part of this topic. And we're going to be thinking about different types of waves. They're not all the same. We're going to be thinking about two sets of processes, weathering and erosion, and what the difference is between them. We're going to be looking at some of the features which are created by coastal erosion. We're going to be looking at features which are created by deposition. And we're going to look at how people manage the coastline. Obviously, if you have a look in that bottom picture there, you'll see a seawall and various other bits and pieces which have been put in there to protect the coastline, because obviously if it changes, then that can be a problem for people. Okay, so on to today's lesson then. We're going to be thinking in particular about different types of waves. So our learning question is, what are the different types of wave that affect the coastline? As it says here, this lesson is looking at the different types of wave you can get and how they affect the coast differently. And by the end of the lesson, you should be able to name the two types of wave. You should be able to describe the differences between them and explain how they change the coastline in different ways. Okay? Right, so let's have a look at these pictures then. So we've got pictures of 4 different beaches, and you'll notice that they're all different shapes. So some of the beaches are quite flat, some of the beaches are steep, some of them have got 1 bump in them, some of them have got 2 bumps in them. So we need to think about what are the various factors which might account for the different shapes of these beaches. Okay, so if we have a look more closely at the pictures, we'll see that the 2 at the top are made of shingle. Okay, so shingle as fine stones, perhaps between 1 and 4 centimetres, something like that. It can be a bit smaller, it can be a bit bigger. And these make up what we call these shingle beaches. Now, shingle, if you were to make a pile of stones, you can make it steeper than you could a pile of sand. So that could be one of the differences between the 2 beaches, because the 2 at the bottom are sand beaches and they're quite flat. But there's something else which is even more important than what the beach is made from, and that's the type of waves that have shaped the beach. So that's what we're going to be thinking about in today's lesson.